We here. You know, we are here.
This is going for y'all rooting for. Y'all want to,
oh, that was almost picked off.
y'all want to take this game.
Y'all gotta let us know.
Nah, man, I want the Cowboys to win. I know it's gonna be a good game when we get to them.
It don't matter who we play. I want to play San Fran though, just to bust a fucking ass. Cause we ain't seen them this season yet.
Yeah, both teams here feature one of the best pass rushers in the entire league. For San Francisco, of course, it's 90-70 seed. Nick Bosa just being held there. Rookie Tyler Smith, he's had an unbelievable rookie season playing guard and tackle. He's got his hands full.
This ain't the one. This was yours. This was yours. That was mine.
Oh, wow.
She thinks she the fuck slick. She thinks she the fuck slick. That's what it is.
Got a glitch in it.
Look at this shit. She gonna give me this fucked up ass jewel, cuz. Gonna talk about it's not the one, but it's the jewel knuckle. You got my jewel, motherfucker.
Wipe it down.
I'm like,
It looks like it coming out the box when you
we
got
made that bitch. That's all. The fuck, yo. That was funny as shit.
I guess you need a pie now. Look, I guess
I was about to just stop fucking with it. I was just about to stop fucking with it. Ugh.
Yeah, T.Y. Hilton, he's been brought here to just give them a handful of catches, first downs, third down conversions, over 7 to 6.
Don't nobody want to talk about them Eagles last night, though. Don't want to talk about that.
quiet on the scene.
It been real quiet. Yeah, I know. Got him, dickhead. Got him. I need my inhaler. My bad, y'all. I can't breathe. I need my inhaler. I'll be right back.
You can hear that dude for real. Get that shit out of here.
It's CeeDee Lamb making the catch, and that'll bring up third down.
I'm gonna say I'm gonna shake it on the floor.
Cowboys going quickly here against this number one defense for the 49ers. 37.
T-Bug is back. You know, I had to go resuscitate myself.
This is the matchup to watch again. CeeDee Lamb, Jimmy Ward here in the slot.
You spell Hobie team right here in San Fran.
That's your folks team.
Yeah.
Tell them I don't feel bad anymore. Get him! Oh! This gonna be a good game. This gonna be a good game. You already know, little bro. Losing by 31 in the playoffs, you can't do that. You can't make that happen. But well, we made it happen. Yeah, I know. You already know, bro. Hey, little bro, you must got your notifications on, don't you? Because every single time we go live, he tuned, right? He the first motherfucker to tune in. You must got your notifications on, don't you, bro? This motherfucker slipped and still got up and made the tackle.
That's what the 49ers will take over. So Dak Prescott facing the heat of this 49ers defense.
Yo, let me tell you something with these new helmets. Did you see you see Michael Parsons' new helmet, bro? I mean, not Michael Parsons, Ezekiel Elliott. Like the new helmets, the joint with the visor attached to the fucking helmet. I don't like that. I don't like that look.
I like it.
That shit ugly. It looks too. It looked too much like a fucking motorcycle helmet, bro. I don't like that shit.
On the outside?
Nah, like it's all on the inside, but it's built in the helmet. The visor is built in the helmet. Like it's no bars and shit up here where the visor is. The only bars there is down here. Up here is like all of this shit is like one. It's ugly as shit. Matter of fact, where my phone at? I don't like them Jones, bro. I don't like them Jones, dog. I like the regular shits with a fly ass face mask and throw a visor up under that bitch and keep it pushing. I don't like that. That shit ugly to me, bro. It look too much like a motorcycle helmet. I don't like it.
That's a shame part.
Yeah, it's just it's just because of the way this shit built right up here, bro. To be honest with you, that's why that shit weird to me. You know, I'm 31, so we not. You get what I'm saying? Like we just get a fly ass fucking face mask and a visor and keep it pushing.
Trail sports. They built the most off-road capable Honda SUV.
What game?
The all-new Pilot Trail Sports.
Oh yeah, that Blueface, that Krishan, that Crazy in Love, that Krishan and Blueface Crazy in Love shit. This is another episode of it.
I don't know if that's on the case.
Yeah, we can tune in.
Debris that gets in the way of the blades for effortless shaving.
How long you gonna be here? Yeah. All right, so we might tune in after the game or something. No, I lied. Because I'm already cutting fucking quality time. Sure. I'm already cutting quality time. Sure, luckily she understands, you know? Luckily she understands the situation. Like, listen, baby, I can go live. I gotta treat it like it's my job. You get what I'm saying? That's the only way this shit gonna work. That's the only way this shit gonna work is if we treat it like a job. Seriously. Real shit. That's why when we go live, bro, you see I don't be touching my phone or none of that shit.
And for each team, they haven't won a
Super
Super Bowl
Bowl
since that time. Niners have
Oh yeah. Hell yeah. They playing in Sanford.
the championship round in 27 years. So rivalry renewed here today. So
It's not Philly.
I'm glad we play home.
Yeah, that's what. Yeah.
here is McCaffrey. Shifting to the right side. Again, not a whole lot there. He's going to pick up about 3. Against this Cowboys defense, Greg, you said it's the best D the 49ers have faced. Why?
Because I think the style that Kyle Shanahan has been able to kind of morph into because of his trust in Brock Purdy and his ability to protect the ball and have more of an impact passing game. Against this team with this pass rush, if you throw the ball
My
too many
stomach
times,
fucked up
they're
all
very
day for some
opportunistic.
reason, bro.
Diggs, secondary, getting their hands on balls, picks.
Like all day, a nigga just be feeling like, bleh.
Into
I
Dallas
don't know why.
some of this early run game, I expect to see a lot.
Like 45 minutes ago, I had a Wawa sandwich.
Two strong dudes meeting right
I don't
near
get all
the
that
first
shit
down.
from
Nah, my shit was fucked up before that. Like I ate the Wawa sandwich thinking I need to put something on my stomach and I'll feel
Looks
better.
like that'll be the case.
But that wasn't the case.
And 49ers get to the line quickly here.
No, it ain't make it worse. It just didn't work.
Cowboys get set. Overall, Dallas, the 5th best scoring defense in the league. And you talk about a team that gets
Let me turn
turnovers.
this mic
One of
up.
the most
You talking
takeaways
low
in the
shit
NFL
too.
the last 2 years.
That shit all the way over there.
You see Lawrence there.
It definitely was.
Yeah, like it's a double mic. Is
Definitely was. We gotta order another mic for you.
you gotta put that joint on wheels so I can go back and push.
Stay out of passing downs, right? You see it early in the game. San Francisco.
That bitch rotate automatically towards whoever talking.
like a fan. Yeah, you know, that shit was up.
Ooh.
Boy.
Well, right on cue. This is what they're trying to set up on these early first downs. You'll see Kittle working on the back, a little nod 9. He's going to lean Bland out. And
That's
just
crazy because he not getting it. He not catching that. With RD, look at that. Bro, he not catching that.
Those are the chunk plays
He played Philly. He not catching that.
generate because of how dynamic and versatile all of their players are in their formations.
Gain of 31 to Kittle. This side is straight out to McCaffrey.
You gonna act like you didn't hear me though?
What's his name?
He's nuts. I said, if he was playing Philly, he wouldn't have caught that. Because you see, man was close to shit to swatting that ball, bro.
They're averaging 35 a game, and they've got over 400 yards a game. I mean, it's like you said at the beginning. He's not just hanging on and not turning it over. He's made their offense better.
Yeah, there's no question, and he does so much of his damage. You saw it there with the throw to Kittle. Inside the hashes, inside the numbers, the middle of the field is where Dallas has to find a way to take the throw away.
Here's a fake. Parsons in pursuit. 30 steps. Washington.
Oh, he could have. Why?
That was in his head.
That's what I'm saying. That could have been a pick. I'd have been mad as shit, but that would have been a pick.
Sometimes rolling to the left is
Niggas
hard.
just can't catch nowadays.
You'll see how you
Look, that shit was right there in his hands. Look, it was no reason for him to drop that. Look.
He timed his jump perfectly.
Oh, all right, y'all. All right.
I ain't trying to hear that shit. Your hands hit it, nigga. I'm not trying to hear it, bro.
That player hand was in it.
I'm not trying to hear it, bro. Because at that point, you can use your fucking body. At that point, you can use your fucking body, my nigga. Fuck
Let him
that.
get it too much up on him. Ass.
Like white on rice on a paper plate in a snowstorm.
Big play to Kittle. This Dallas defense making some plays. 4th and 9.
Yeah, you mentioned Marcus Lawrence came back in. They brought him on a little stunt from the inside around. Micah Parsons was lined up on the all-world left tackle Trent Williams and got a little pressure to flush Purdy to his left. And
the difference between Dallas's D-line and our D-line is we have more than one person that to get to.
both these defenses have started.
You get what I'm saying? You gotta remember, we got 4 defensive linemen with 10 sacks or more. All of them, I think it's 3 of them with 11, and then 1 with 14.
And the Cowboys will start on their 20. Well, rest in peace, David Crosby, passing of a great artist.
I should have stopped at Wawa. That's crazy.
Heavy duty bullet power. To conquer the high road or the off road.
We got 2 viewers, bro. We somewhat
The
important.
GMC Sierra Heavy Duty.
We somewhat important. Y'all can introduce yourself if y'all want to.
Step up to GMC.
Don't be afraid.
0.9% APR for 5
You
years.
know?
Heavy duty models. We are professional grade GMC.
I know I'm ugly as shit, but you can still introduce yourself. You know? You rolled it, you swap. Nigga, you know how the game go.
You come in, you're going to be hearing that sizzle. That's how you know we always have fresh food.
Fresh is what you stand for.
Exactly. What's up, Einstein?
My network has gone kaput.
You tried to save a buck on it.
I got what I paid for. Not so smart.
Nah, you're still a genius. But there is a smarter way to save.
Oh,
Switch to Verizon. For a limited time, get Welcome Unlimited for just $25 a line.
$25.
And it's guaranteed for 3 years.
Brilliant.
It's about you would know.
I'm switching.
I think the bike's probably faster.
Now is the best time to switch to Verizon for just $25 a line, guaranteed for 3 years. The savings that last on the network you want. Verizon.
Last night I had these motherfuckers in for like 45 minutes. I'm wondering why I couldn't hear shit. For like 45 minutes, I'm sitting here like, why the fuck I can't hear? This shit wasn't even plugged in, bro, for the first 45 minutes, my nigga.
No wonder I have so much slack.
Shit.
I was refining everything.
Word, dog. I was like, what the fuck is going on?
Winning coach gets brother rights for a year. I like it because the big game this year is flag football, and the NFC is definitely better. The AFC is better in dodgeball. We're better in golf. Balloon toss is all us. We're taller. I mean, we have bigger brains. We have better hair. Mom loves AFC more. Hey, Mom. She calls me every morning.
Oh,
She don't want to talk to you. Yeah. There's one of these tight pants. It's really weird.
Welcome back to the divisional playoff presented by Eagle TurboTax here at Levi Stadium, Santa Clara, California. A beautiful, crisp Sunday afternoon. These two heated rivals back at it.
Yeah, no.
The Cowboys Back-to-back years in the
Oh,
playoffs.
forward on.
He certainly had plenty of experience in the postseason.
You hear me?
And now trying to take the next
Yeah, it
step.
sound, yeah.
First and 10
Sound
for
better.
Dallas.
Definitely.
I can hear myself without that.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
that's good. That sounds good.
So we had to plug up the whole time wrong, huh?
I get it.
They ain't the DJ, huh?
Real shit.
You don't hear that.
Yeah, the two most explosive players on this offense, Tony Pollard, they can use him, of course, in the run game, but he's also pretty valuable in the screen game. You see him here lined up in a three-man bunch of receiver. And then, of course, CeeDee Lamb. Those are the two guys this offense needs to run through.
Got his ass.
Fred Warner again. The problem is, in theory, it's great to get him going, but when you're playing the number one defense, not so easy.
Got him.
Sometimes against this front, the best way to attack them is you got to try to find a way to attack from linebacker back. You try to get into a wrestling match with this defensive line and these linebackers with Fred Warner and Dre Greenlaw. You have to find a way to attack the secondary as long as you can pass protect.
Third long, blitz coming. Prescott fires.
Oh, picked off.
This has been the
I
narrative
would
surrounding
love.
that this year has been the turnovers. You'll see Diamador Lenore, he's matched up against Gallup on the outside.
Oh,
He, in essence, runs the route for Gallup. I'm not exactly
Right, Tony, we
sure.
should have never
Yeah,
threw it.
that's what I'm saying. That's
Let go
Thank
of this
you.
ball.
Thank you.
That's how that
Okay, you
went.
back?
Armstead in his face. I don't even
The
think he
fuck was
saw
that?
it. We pretty much just
They
ran
gave
the
him
route
that.
for Gallup.
Real shit.
Good.
Early turnover.
An interception last week, and he starts off the divisional round.
He
with
talking
another
his
one.
shit.
Now San
As he
Francisco
should.
in great shape. On the 21.
You running that shit back the other way.
Who's in that joint real quick?
Texticles.
This nigga said testicles. I'm done with this nigga. This nigga said testicles 1-2. Testicles 1-2.
For him and the second sack for Dallas.
Yeah, really well defended. They're trying to get
Taking the
Purdy
ball.
to break contain and hit this deep crosser. But DeMarcus Lawrence does a nice job watching. Redirects off to Deebo Samuel. And see how he puts an edge on the pocket? Purdy doesn't have time to set his feet to look for all those crossing routes.
Alright, dude, damn.
Really nice
Like,
job
what
there
the
by
fuck is
veteran.
going on, dog?
It was good the first time.
That's what I'm trying to figure out what the fuck going on with my shit.
To the quarterback. Third in the league in sacks, but they were tops in pressure.
I'm trying to figure out what the fuck is going on with my shit.
Build this out, all formation groups.
Get it to McCaffrey with the pass. He tried to get blocked.
I'm gonna keep these up for us. That's all.
An interior defensive lineman way out there to make the play.
That's probably why, man.
Yeah, back. Took it out.
The mic wasn't all the way up.
Kyle Shannon and play sheet dwindles a little
But it
bit
was
when you
just
got
going down.
15 dialed up.
Yeah, right now, all he's saying to his young
What you
quarterback,
say?
we drop you back to put this ball in the air. You
You're-
can't take a
you're-
sack.
Yeah,
Retreat,
yeah.
progress, get rid of that
It wasn't.
ball.
Oh, that's you.
He decides to take
Nah, it wasn't plugged in all the way.
Oh, okay.
Mm.
30 to 15. Wow, Sway. Y'all let him catch that?
This is about as good a route and as great a job working through his progression and throwing an absolute dart. Pushes on the little move thing. Pull the string back, come right down your
Looks
stem.
like he stopped and watched him
Knows
catch
exactly
it.
where the ball's gonna be. Talk about having confidence in your young quarterback. You're Kyle Shannon. You got third and a mile.
Real shit.
You don't want to
Like, what
lose
the
field
fuck
position
is
for a
going
field goal
on?
attempt. He says, I don't care. You drop it back. You pick up 15 yards for a first down. That's impressive.
First and goal now. Pressure. Purdy in trouble. Sidelines in McCaffrey. Trying to make a man just can't do it. As they had a couple Cowboys there. Armstrong was there to wrap him up. But how about
He's
Purdy?
like, still trying to move
Kicked
in.
a Colby on you.
He brought this thing way down.
The runner's forward one was a stop. Take it down.
Kind of had no choice. injured Cowboy right now, too. And it's Carlos Watkins. Just showed him making the play a couple plays ago on McCaffrey. And so they tend to Watkins while they do that. We'll be right back after this message from State Farm.
They're doing a hell of a job.
Hey, Jake from State Farm.
Yeah.
Want that personal price plan?
Yeah.
So how's this for personal? I
Tell
know
you
must
that
have
much.
some players' faces when they're asleep.
Coach Reed, you don't need to get that personal to get the State Farm personal price plan. It helps you create an affordable price just for you.
Oh, Coach, it happened again. I'm gonna get to the bottom of this.
Call or click to get a quote today. Like a good neighbor.
State Farm is there. He's nuts. State Farm ain't there for
So they
shit, my
tend to
nigga.
use Carlos Watkins, who's now up on his feet. Good to see. Hopefully he's okay. He's been playing really, really, really well back into the season. He's gotten himself into the starting lineup. And so he's become an important piece. And so that'll bring up second down and goal. This time McCaffrey lined up as a wide receiver, bottom of your screen. Birdie, Humphrey, quarterback draw.
You tried it.
Big old Jonathan Hexum.
You tried that
Read
shit.
it well, and a short game for Birdie, and now it's third and goal.
Yeah, that's a new wrinkle. We haven't seen a lot of designed quarterback draws out of Purdy. They're trying to get a 4x1. You see they're going to take Debo and try to short motion him. They're counting on these Packers getting out of there. You see Donovan Wilson, number 6. Between him and J-Ron Curse, it still gave them too many defenders in the box. They only want to have to block 5 guys. There was 6, and nowhere for Purdy to go.
Third and goal. Pressure coming. Purdy in trouble. Now he spins back.
Why would you run backward like that? No. What the fuck?
Well, that looked like it was going to be ugly, but they found a way to throw it away, and now it'll be field goal time.
He lucky he found a way to throw that bitch away. He lucky.
Take off to his right. He's going to have
Because he almost lost about 10, 15 yards on that one.
Dickie Zoo at
Yeah,
number
I wonder
97.
where the fuck he was
Got him
going.
off
Real
the
shit.
Packers there off to his right-hand side, and that's where 97 Odighizua's pressure came from. So he took his eyes to the left, and give credit to Dallas. They find themselves in a sudden change following the Diamador Lenore interception, and make San Francisco settle for 3 here. They'll take that as a win.
So here's Robbie Gould from 26 yards out. And the kick is up, and it is good. So the 49ers on the board. Thanks to their defense getting a turnover. Diamador Lenore.
That's what they should have better known for yesterday.
And Brock
When they were
Purdy
like, oh,
couldn't find the end zone.
they're going to have to kick a field goal to make the score a touchdown. That's what they were trying to say.
What you mean they was going to make a field goal to score a touchdown?
Apple.
No, they were saying, I bet you the Eagles going to have to kick a field goal just to score their first touchdown.
You mean just to score their first points?
Yeah.
Field goal just to score their first points?
Yeah.
And who said that?
My brother and shit.
And I bet you gave me your ass to kiss after that first touchdown, didn't you?
Because I was trying to bet.
And then you gave him your ass to kiss after that interception, didn't
They
you?
were like, oh, bet $10. I said, oh, I'll take that.
I'll take that ahead of time. I take food stamps and everything. I need all that. I need all that. Listen, I take food stamps and everything, bro. I don't give a fuck. You gotta go shopping for your kids. I don't give a fuck. You lost the bet, buddy.
So everything that's spent.
Real shit. You better clear your piggy bank out.
Yeah, I heard a body don't want breakfast for me. So, sweet cakes.
You don't have to get that personal. The State Farm personal price plan just helps you create an affordable price. Call or click to get a quote today. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Do your own taxes online with H&R Block, and tax season feels just as good as all those other seasons, like football season.
Simple returns, file free.
That is just good taxes right there.
Upload last year's TurboTax return to switch to H&R Block.
In my world, numbers are everything. But my most important stat, my sleep quality. It is vital to my mental, emotional, and physical performance.
The new Climate 360
Hey, we gotta get
more
you
restful
some
sleeping, and that means I'm at my best. For me, my team, and you. And all I have to do is get game-changing sleep. Only from Sleep Number.
Tune in Sunday, January 29th for the NFC and AFC Championship games presented by Intuit TurboTax. Stream games live on your mobile phone with NFL Plus.
Want more stats? Just ask Siri. Who leads the league in receiving touchdowns?
NFL fans still have a chance to take a vacation on Terry's Dime. Simply by playing Fox Super 6. Just download the free Super 6 app on your phone now. Enter your 6 predictions for tomorrow's game for a chance at $50,000 and then opt in to the vacation giveaway sweepstakes. So, I mean, money and a vacation. How could you go wrong? Terry looking fine in that beach chair, by the way. He's ready for you to join him. So the 49ers get the interception for Damon Lenore, but the Dallas D holds to just a field goal. And so it's 3-0 in the early going. 2:12 to go in this first quarter. Here is Turpin. Makes a good cut. Devontae Turpin just tripped up by Ward. Could have been a big return. Well, this is the 9th postseason meeting between these two rivals, tied for most in history. And, of course, 3 straight epic championship game battles from 92 to 94. 49ers have won the last 2 playoff games, including the wild card round last year that had a wild finish. Cowboys racing down the field. Dak Prescott trying to spike it, couldn't get the play. And that was that. You see Charles Omenihu moments ago walking to the locker room. He had 2 sacks last week. We'll keep an eye on that. Here's Prescott. First pass after the interception. So Brown who makes the catch. And so going back to the interception for Prescott and those interceptions, he led the league in interceptions, we know that, but he also, since they came back, they are a scoring machine. So it has been a fine line for him.
Yeah, when we talked to Mike McCarthy, his message was he doesn't want Dak to ever play conservative. And I think that's critical in this down. Let him continue to pass the ball. Let him continue to find his rhythm. He wants him to play patient, but not conservative.
Gets it to CeeDee Lamb, who tiptoes his way for what should be a Cowboys first down. And they get CeeDee Lamb. His second catch, who had just a fantastic year. I mean, career highs for him, 107 catches, 1,359 yards. Second team All-Pro selection for Lamb. And think about all that was on his shoulders. Got rid of Amari Cooper.
13 yards a catch, 9 touchdowns.
He's lived up to that and then some. And they move him around. He's on the outside this time.
That's a good deal. He had a good year.
And we got a penalty flag.
Encroachment.
Oh,
man.
Offense number 73. 5-yard penalty. Still first down.
That's 2 penalties on the rookie. He's been great all year, but 2 penalties in this first quarter.
I want these motherfuckers to lose so
He's
bad.
got 97 here.
Dallas.
Big posted outside of him. He's trying to get off that line as fast as he can. He's trying to get
Man,
as much
whoever
distance
coming to Philly will get trash, bro.
I'm just picking on the next team.
I really think we're going though. I really think we're going to the bowl this year.
We go there.
Like I don't think none of these teams is fucking with it.
He just want us to win it.
For Tony Pollard.
Whoever we play is whoever we play.
Kind of used Avion Collins as a little fullback there.
Yeah, they did. They love going that jumbo. They've had different guys over the years. You see Collins, he's right there kind of leading the way. You see Pollard, he's able to run through that Drake Greenlaw.
I'm going to be happy as shit. And I'm going to be home this year, too.
Colin Moore there, the offensive coordinator. For as explosive as Tony Pollard is, he's excellent running through contact, yards after
I'm going to be home this time, I think.
He's a wrong runner to go
You said what?
with his home run threat.
Bro, I use that shit to keep my ice and keep that like that shit keep that ice in there and pull this shit for hours, a couple hours at a time, bro.
It'll be a third
Bro, right, right before, because you know I be guzzling shit like in the middle of my sleep. My Seroquel will make me drink and eat like a motherfucker. That shit make you high. Yeah, so fucking I fill this bitch up with ice and right before I go to sleep and pour something to drink in it. No bullshit, bro. I wake up that next morning 4 or 5 o'clock. That shit still got ice in it.
You might need a little more saving for that engagement ring.
Mom's like my whole mustache.
Thanks for looking at photos of their handsome boy.
That's
She
nice. This joint lasts
just saw how much they
about
spent on all their
halfway.
dance
And
classes.
then I gotta fill
Don't
it back
think
up.
those anymore.
Digital tools so impressive, you just can't stop banking. What would you like the power to do? Did you know Google makes a phone? Sure, it's beautiful, but it does things other phones can't do, which is how it takes stunning photos in the dark and helps take annoying things like pictures.
So you should live within 12 hours.
Yeah, 12 hours.
12 hours. Because that's usually when you said day to night, that's the 12 hours.
Get a slow cooked
Let me see the
perfection
light.
sandwich or on top of creamy mac and cheese.
My life,
Or
my
why
blue
not
one,
have them
nigga.
both
The one that you
together
not
on a
taking
menu?
home to this time. Yeah, you got it. You lit the weed. I need it, bro. You're not taking my lighter this time, nigga. Yeah, I need that. You better not farted on my shit. This nigga farting on my lighter and shit, bro.
It was probably just on my lap, and I probably slid off.
And how the fuck you ain't feel that lighter? Oh, you be on some freak shit. You be on some freak shit, huh? You was sitting on a lighter and ain't feel it. You ain't notice it. You ain't.
You on that freak shit?
Nah,
right
nigga,
there.
that's you, nigga.
Oh, so you saying you the felt?
I don't know what's up with
So
you.
you saying you the felt?
You damn right, because I don't play those games.
I heard you.
I don't play those games. That nigga sat right on his lighter, but boop.
Nah, I ain't sitting on it.
It was up under your ass. You sat on it.
These pies. This nigga.
That nigga said about these pies. Trying to change the subject and shit.
Or call 1-866-NJ-SMART.
Wawa's new salted white mocha, a delicious symphony of rich salted caramel and white chocolate for a luxurious sweet
What
treat.
is it? Oh, the joints you pack in the joint.
Add a taste of luxury to your day
Yeah, yeah.
with Wawa's salted white mocha handcrafted beverages.
When you don't know how to roll. Yeah, know? That nigga said I don't know how to roll. You agree with it at first because it's the truth, nigga. Nigga, you agree because it's facts, nigga.
Just to make it perfect. You feel me?
San Francisco.
Let's put that shit right in there. You ain't even notice that shit.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Oh, that's
That nigga said we not bypassing that.
Nice little play, and Prescott put it on the money. Brown's got 17.
You gotta tighten
And a
them up.
first down.
You gotta tighten them up at the end of it.
RPO action, and he wants to throw it initially right off the bat to Brown. The window is not there. Nice job there by Brown to just keep working
Ew,
with
that
his
was a
quarterback
good play.
to find that second window and give credit to Dak. Bought a little time, float to his right. Able to pick up that first down.
A little pitch. Pollard.
Oh,
A strong run inside the 35. And Pollard's going to pick up 5 for Drake Greenlaw, brought him down. It's been kind of a split reps with Pollard and Ezekiel Elliott, really almost the whole year. Elliott's been kind of the short yardage, grinded out guy. Pollard, the big play guy.
I gotta stop saying N-words so much too.
Although he comes out on that play.
Huh?
You like that word?
Elliott back
Nah, I just gotta slow down with it. I gotta watch my mouth with that.
on second down. Mixing up in the middle. Bosa takes him down. Elliott close to a first down. Looks like he has it.
See, you see that? You see his hell? I don't like that shit, bro.
You see, there's
That shit look like fucking hell. That's ugly as shit too.
Take their shots. Of course, they still want to try to mine.
Bro, those are the new
Okay,
helmets. Those are the new helmets.
But for as good as this San
And both of them
Francisco
ugly as
defense is
shit.
third and 7
Let's keep it
yards
G.
or more, one of the best in the league.
Look at
They
Zeke.
are at the bottom of the league.
And look at Nick Bosa.
Short, third and medium.
That shit's ugly.
That's what they have here.
And he did not get it, obviously. It's a third and a short yard.
Ooh, got him. Oh, he got it. He lucky he stretched. Yeah, because if he ain't died, it was over.
First down line. Let's see where they mark him.
He got it.
To the ball. And he does. First down, Dallas.
Yeah, this is all Zeke. Eric Armstead just back.
Look at his helmet. You see his helmet?
Zach Martin, and he
That
also
shit's
gets the
ugly,
tackle
bro.
in the backfield. But just look at the effort.
I don't like that shit. It's
Mentioned
ugly
they've
as
been using
hell.
Ezekiel Elliott, short yardage situations, goal line. He's got a nose for the end zone, and that right there to keep this drive alive. Critical early play in this game.
I don't know. I guess they got to wear on me, but I don't like this shit.
Prescott in trouble, gets rid of it. Elliott immediately. A goodness, so what happened? It was a miracle to get a completion.
I didn't even see what happened. I was in the middle of running my damn mouth.
The Pro Bowl safety, 29. I mean, what a breakout player he's been. Watch him time this pressure.
I like the other one.
When your mentor is Palomalu,
You like what?
that's eerily similar. We've seen him make those plays for years.
Yeah, that outside or inside.
What?
One breakout, one impact player that maybe they weren't expecting.
They always inside, except for the new helmets, just right there. You get what I'm saying? But the visor is always on the inside of the face mask. It's never on the outside. Because if it cracks,
I like the dark one.
because that shit could crack and all of that shit. If, you get what I'm saying?
This defensive coordinator for San Francisco's second year as the number one overall, the number one scorer.
Look, that shit's ugly, bro.
Coaching jobs around the league.
You like that
Here's where they
shit?
excel. Third and long.
Might help keep the winning shit.
Man, here you go. Trying to make excuses and shit.
You know, what do you think? Should be burning the shop. You know, fuck that. Let's go. We need some.
No.
Upgrade these joints.
No, I'm good.
Catch
That
a couple
shit
flies
ugly.
up in the room.
Nah, that shit ugly as fuck, bro. I ain't trying to have none of that noise.
Just a little
Tip
short
me.
of a
That
first
shit
down.
look like a fucking, that shit look like a Power Ranger helmet.
Mike McCarthy has been thinking about this decision. I think they go hurry up here. Keep your personnel on the field.
I appreciate it.
I think
Nigga, you
early
tripping. I
in this
played
game,
for 11
you
years.
wanna
That
be
helmet
aggressive with
ugly
your
as shit.
fourth down philosophy. And always remember,
That helmet ain't got nothing to do with appreciating the game.
So they go.
Yo.
He's got a first down. He got around the Fungo that time.
He was never supposed to get that first down for real, for
The
real.
drive continues.
We've been in like this quarterback sneak era where everyone just loads up those interior gaps. And we've seen how so many times
Lost.
teams pack it in and try to hit the edges.
Word it was. That was a good play at the right time, too.
Mentioned it. Funga had a chance
And then
to
it was
stop
all him
I
after
think it
that.
would have been pretty close. I think he would have had it, but great run there by CeeDee Lamb.
No, nigga.
Prescott on the keeper. Has room to roll. Prescott racing for the end zone. He's taken down inside the 5. It'll be first and goal for Dallas.
Last week against Tampa Bay, we saw Dak use his legs in the passing game to buy time, to take rush lanes when they were there. This time, this is a design keep, little zone read with Dalton Schultz as the peel. He's the peel lead blocker, and he's just enough in the run game as a threat that teams have to honor him.
On the fake. Prescott rolling, throwing, Schultz.
Wow.
Dallas.
Touchdown Cowboys, man. 6-3.
Yeah, they said knew that was coming.
Hell yeah, they was right on the goal line. He better have scored.
Brett Maher time. I mean, normally an extra point, you think no big deal.
They didn't go for it on fourth down.
They missed 4 in a row. Last week, it's never happened.
That fourth down play, that was a good move. That's what did it. That fourth down play was the key play of that drive.
First, second quarter extra point in history.
It is no good.
Wow. He blocked it.
Samson Ebicom, I think, got his hands on
They
it.
shit got blocked. They field goal got blocked at 6-3.
Get that shit out of here.
This motherfucker missed 4 field goals last week, and then his very first field goal, he gets it blocked.
And now we'll look at M. Night Shyamalan's.
Did you hear what I just said? The nigga missed.
You might even expecting that shit. He like, oh,
Listen, the nigga missed 4 field goals last week, and then your very first field goal in this game gets blocked. That's the type of playoff weeks we have.
Sacrifice
so you not about him. You at practice?
I don't know where the fuck he at.
Not choosing anyone.
He can't be at practice, bro.
Thousands of people a couple times.
Knowing him, he probably at Cracker Barrel and shit with his
On the
family.
same side. I'm on my family's side.
If you don't, my son is
You
gonna
don't.
die.
When I die, anyone puts the card.
Nigga said you do better next time. Eat up.
defense is good.
Real bad.
Something in the light. Why do we believe
This is really happening.
all of us?
We thirsty, we want something to drink, something to drink out the fridge. You got water? Yeah, it should be a water in there.
Introducing the new and
Oh, you
improved
got it.
taste of
Grab
Pepsi
me,
Zero Sugar. Now more delicious. Zero.
Can you grab me that,
Try it now.
give me that strawberry lemonade in there?
COVID-19. Could it be right for you?
Yeah,
If you have a high risk factor, like being
Thank
over
you.
50, diabetes, asthma, or smoking, and you test
That joint
positive,
cold, I just
don't
put that
wait.
joint in there when I
Ask your
got the house.
provider about no treatment right away.
It's not cold yet?
For 46 years straight, more of you have
Like it was getting there now.
Put it in the freezer part.
Stretch the weekend. Paul,
Yeah, just stick it up there, yeah.
just about anything, anywhere. That's because
Yeah, just stick it up there, bro.
That's
It'll
why
fit.
Ford F-Series
The ice in there.
been selling trucks
Yeah, some ice in
46 years straight.
I know. It'll fit. The bottle was been, I usually stuff that shit right in there.
It's about yours. Are these hate remaining celebrities? Beginning to crack. Special Forces World's Toughest Test. All the Wednesday.
What we doing, man?
So you said that house party shit was wet, huh?
Yeah, that house party movie, yo. Yeah, let's speak on that, dog.
This kick was
That house party shit.
Like, I mean, the previews was different.
Nah, bro. Like it was only. Let me go see that. Nah, like it was only like I want to say a handful of funny parts. Literally a handful
I've
of
seen
funny parts.
some good people in there.
Yeah, but nah, it's only a handful of funny parts, bro. That shit's not as funny. It's not as funny as you would think it would be.
So you said I should just wait till that shit come on Netflix.
Yeah, wait till that shit come out. Don't go to the theaters and watch that
See
shit.
that later. For now, though, they're on the
I
board.
wouldn't do that.
How about the touchdown to Dalton Schultz?
We saw Dak do this last week against Tampa Bay, except instead of throwing it to Dalton Schultz, he just ran it in. Dalton Schultz is just going to block there, Jordan Willis. And then
I got my light, dude. Nigga, I heard you.
That's just timing, understanding.
You're like somewhere wherever you left it.
Wide open. That's as easy a dream tight end touchdown as you're going to have.
Big time drive, 14 plays, 74 yards. And Schultz had a huge week last week with 2 touchdowns, has one today. 6-3 game here in the second. Elijah Mitchell in the game at tailback for the first time. Gonna fake it to him. Birdie, last time. Can't find anyone. Birdie gonna take off and run with Wilson chasing, and there's not much there. He couldn't find anyone. Well, this February, buckle up. One of NASCAR's most thrilling events returning to the LA Coliseum under the lights. We're pleased to announce that USC quarterback and Heisman Trophy winner Caleb Williams will be on hand at his home stadium as the honorary starter. There you go. NASCAR's Busch Light Clash at the Coliseum is February 5th.
I think she's slick. Gonna give me a fucked up ass jewel.
Kittle, the reason you're buying is the quarterback's all the way on the other sideline running for his life. But I appreciate it.
You said what? Oh yeah, until I see something. Run that ass. She, nah, she just thought I forgot about that, John. That's all.
For helping that run defense. Dan Quinn and this Cowboys D, they're so fast to the ball.
Oh,
Kyle
man.
Shanahan. Remember, Shanahan was the offensive coordinator under Dan Quinn in Atlanta when they went to the Super Bowl. He said, yeah, the only thing is Dan changed everything, so it stinks for me. I used to know everything he does. Now he's a different defensive coordinator. Third center. Three. Hit immediately now the spot. It is right there. Where are they going to spot this ball?
They're gonna give him the first down. Yeah, I think they're gonna get. Yeah, they gave it.
First down.
Damn.
Right on the line. McCaffrey made a catch at a tough one, too.
Kyle Shanahan, he won this battle. This was a great play design. Christian McCaffrey started all the way here on the left side. You know who that is? That's Micah Parsons. Now watch, he motions in, acts like he's going to get set, and then he does this little shift where he's going to just shuffle. Parsons doesn't pop. They don't have enough defenders over there. That's a lot of movement for the defense to handle.
Good job on McCaffrey so far. He gets it right here. He goes nowhere.
Yeah, this is a good ass game, bro.
It's
definitely a good ass game.
16 yards.
Ain't nobody getting their ass busted like we did yesterday.
So far, this Dan Quinn game plan has worked. I just can't stress enough how hard it is. Forget once the ball is snapped. It's hard to stop Deebo Samuel and George Kittle and McCaffrey. That's a challenge in and of
You
itself.
see that shit is
Part
ugly.
of the challenge
Ugly
is
as
from when the
hell.
huddle breaks to finding these formations. Where's Juszczyk? Where's Deebo? And Banks and making
They got
those
18
defensive
rushing
calls
yards.
to just get set up.
San Fran got 18 rushing yards.
Oh. Man, they ran right past me.
He's going to make it a third down and short.
I think it's important to point out, Micah Parsons, we've seen him this year kind of make a transition to almost a full-time defensive lineman, defensive end. First couple drives, he was on the line of scrimmage playing that spot. This drive, he's been at middle linebacker. He's been off the ball. His speed pursuing these fast backs and receiver. We're going to need him.
Still ain't get my fucking Eagles out of there.
Probably adding to this pass rush.
And for real, I think you ain't bring your car on purpose.
ABS light came on. Pulled over.
Deron Bland was the guy on the coverage and made it with the flag.
So I pulled over.
Unnecessary roughness, late hit probably.
See Deron Bland here. He's
Yeah,
out of
he
bounds.
out of bounds. Yeah. That's unnecessary roughness. All week, yeah.
You want to stop until you get him down.
Yeah, that's unnecessary roughness.
He's clearly stopped. He's clearly out of bounds. There's no need for it. We've made the tackle. Just move on to the next play. There's no reason to give them an easy 15 yards because you're frustrated. You didn't get the first down catch.
Mitchell. Oh, Vanderish flying through the middle of the tackle. There's a flag, too.
He tried.
What's the flag for?
Because he was holding it.
You seen it?
Late Vanderish. He missed the end of the season, the last 3 games, with a shoulder kind of neck issue. He had a great game last week.
Offense number 65.
Holding on offense. First down. Okay.
But Daniel Quinn told us
Yeah, no,
from last year to this year, Leighton Vander Esch.
Come on with the holding shit, big fella. Come on.
The two guys involved in that last play, you see here, the whole
I need to please San Fran.
clearly grabs him. But the two guys he mentioned, Deron Bland, the rookie who was kind of starting there at nickel due to some injuries. Now he finds himself playing on the outside opposite Diggs. And then you mentioned, he said, as far as a veteran, a guy who's made the biggest improvement from last season to this year, there's no question, he said, it was Leighton Vander Esch.
First and 20 after the penalty. Fires to Kittle. Barr's on him. Nice tackle. Anthony Barr with 9.
They on their ass like white on rice on a paper plate in a snowstorm. You hear me?
You know Dan Quinn, he's going to have a plan for all these skill players. In this case, he's taken away Deebo Samuel. Outside leverage defender, inside leverage safety. Brock Purdy has no choice but to check it down. Nice coverage there by Barr on the check down on George Kittle.
Interesting. Ever since Anthony Brown got hurt, their starting corner, opposite Trayvon Diggs, every week he's tried a different combination. I feel like maybe he's found something here with Israel Mukwadu, who played last week in the slot. He's played a lot here today. Saw him on that coverage. And then we get a whistle. Looks like the 49ers call a timeout.
I hope we get a Vontae Maddox back
of this first half, and they'll talk it over with 4:36 to go.
That turf toe shit ain't no joke, though. You ever had that shit before? Turf toe? Oh, that shit fucking. It's basically when you burn your fucking toe. Like, because the friction from your cleats and the turf. Burn your motherfucking toe, bro. That shit ain't no joke.
Trying to be the cool boss is a lot harder when you're actually the stressed boss.
I know everything about my new furniture business. Well, everything except the whole business part.
Not anymore. With QuickBooks, you can confidently manage your business. New business, no problem. Success starts with Intuit QuickBooks. Yeah. Proud sponsor of the NFL.
The Unstoppables wants to use my face for their Super Bowl ad, but I haven't agreed yet. Because I don't believe it keeps your clothes fresh for over 12 weeks.
So he's going to sniff that until the Super Bowl.
Can it, Super Bowl puppy? This is my thing.
It's over 12 weeks of freshness. You got to sniff it to believe it.
What if you were a trendy apparel company facing an avalanche of demand? To ensure more customers can buy more Sugarline jackets, you call IBM to automate your IT infrastructure with AI. Now your systems monitor themselves. What used to take hours takes minutes. And you have an e-commerce platform designed to handle sudden spikes in overall demand. As in actual overall. Let's create IT systems that rule into systems. IBM. Let's create.
Shit.
This is the Icon of Vacations.
That's what they would do.
Icon of the Seas, arriving 2024.
I remember when I got my first glimpse of the mountains, I had to take a breath. I was determined to be out
And this
there.
nigga got a high ankle sprain. Patrick Mahomes.
Open up, I'm gonna break the door
Chief
down.
quarterback. He got a high ankle sprain. He heard the thing yesterday. He take that shit up. It was there. He take that shit up like
Missing persons unit. Tomorrow.
anywhere between 5 to 10 layers of tape, bro.
Welcome back to the divisional playoffs presented by
Yeah,
Intuit TurboTax.
because he heard it in the game, and when he heard
Here
it,
in Santa Clara.
put like
Defenses
fucking,
have
I want to say like 10 layers of rap.
36 to go in the
10
first half.
layers of
6-3
tape.
Dallas. And at home, the 49ers have been just outstanding. Look at that.
No, he put his
Differential.
no the
Only
tape. That shit
losses to
on. I
Kansas
was just
City,
out of your
49ers.
cleats with your ankle and all of that shit.
Second and 19 here. As Purdy has time this time. Fires in the middle of Samuel. Inside down to the 30.
3rd and 2. Damn. 3rd and 3. 3rd and 2.
Great job here by Brock Purdy. He starts to the left and comes all the way through his progression. He ends with Deebo Samuel. The only reason he can do that. It's a great job up front. Saw left tackle big Trent Williams.
We got to see if we play San Fran next week, we got to take away the middle of the field.
In that case, check it down to Deebo.
Because watch Brock Purdy passes. Most of his passes is in the middle of the field. Watch.
17 yards that time, so brings it to a 3rd and 2.
That's what he shoots for most of the time, is the middle of the field.
Purdy steps away from pressure.
See? You see him pump fake towards the middle?
McQuambu was on Samuel there. That's the guy we were talking about, but pressure in Purdy's face once again.
Yeah, I think Kyle Shanahan, he's got an interesting decision. I think he's going to run the field goal unit on. Give Robbie Gould a chance. Nice change up there. You mentioned McQuambu, one of those positionless defensive players that Dan Quinn feels like matches up really well against San Francisco. That time, tough matchup. Chasing Deebo Samuel across the entire field, and that pass rush flushed Purdy enough to his left again to force the errant throw.
Here's Gould, 47 yards on this attempt, trying to tie this game up. Look at the wind move that thing, but it's perfect. Played it beautifully. Robbie Gould.
6 up.
47 out. Knocks this game up at 6 here. 3:43 to go, first half.
6. Let's see who Philly play next week, baby. Let's see who Philly play.
It's time for a fresh approach to pet food.
Let's see who Philly play next week, baby.
And kicking the cats. And feeding their dogs. Dog food.
Yeah, no.
It's actually, well, food. Developed with vets, made from real meat and veggies, portioned for your dog, and delivered right to your door.
I'm gonna watch that shit with Sammy
It's
tonight.
smarter, healthier pet food.
Look, soon as I look, oh my goodness, soon as I turn YouTube on, bro.
Ever watch an
You see
unbelievable catch and think,
You
that's
fucking
impossible?
see it?
AWS analyzes millions
Come
of
on,
data
bro.
points with machine learning and AI from every ball, every player, at every angle.
We
So
just
when that
gotta
catch
keep
gets open,
posting, like we
we're
gotta
there to
promote
tell
this
you.
shit ourselves.
It's not
Keep
impossible.
reposting shit.
That's just incredible.
I'm talking about people reposting shit until they get tired of seeing us repost
Imagine
shit.
what it could do for your business.
You feel me? Look, on my other page too. Come on, bro. Look. Come on, bro. Like, we out here. We out here, bro. We out here. You know what I mean?
He's on my fantasy football team.
3 melty cheeses, 2 crunchy shells. A different way to game it.
On the same joystick.
This is Next Level Chef.
This was the thumbnail that I posted. Oh, I didn't even get a chance to post the thumbnail.
This is for the
But
real.
you see it,
The
yeah.
fans that live for this.
And then this
Like
one,
to get
come
that
on,
early.
man.
Love explaining why
See it?
425 is effective against an RPO.
See
This
it?
is the
You see
USFL.
it, bro.
Reborn from the OGs. The hits, the hits, the downs. Drive so long you have to stop for gas. This isn't some
Yeah, we
Hollywood
definitely.
movie.
Oh, yeah,
This is
yeah,
like
yeah. The webcam.
USDA prime time football. Who's these guys?
You better recognize the real.
Except no substitutes.
Today's Game on Fox is sponsored by Taco Bell's Mexican Pizza.
The history of the Dallas Cowboys and quarterback grades. Roger
If we
Staubach,
win this week, I'm having a
his
Super
ledger.
Bowl party
Troy
here.
Aikman, 3 Super
No,
Bowls.
I'm not.
for him, and
I'm only
Dak
having a
Prescott
get together
there
because I only
for the
fuck with a
first
few
time.
people.
First time in Dallas in 1995, but got work to do here in the divisional round.
I'm only having a get together, nigga. Bro, where? I only fuck with a few people, a handful of people. I'm cool.
Gold plated beautifully. Turpin's going to take it from the wall.
Got him, coach. Got him, coach. Got him, coach.
Dallas pretty good field position here. 3.5 to go in this first half. Well, I think
That nigga said, "Put me in, coach."
have just offense the last month and a half since Brock Purdy started. This is new for them. It's been different because they really haven't had any resistance until today.
Yeah, San Francisco's greatest asset is their ability with their scheme and with their personnel and the speed that they have in their weapons to create a ton of space. Right? There's usually a ton of space throughout the course of the field for Kyle Shanahan to move all these pieces around. Dallas's deep defense is equally fast. They're equally athletic. And so far, it's posing a challenge.
Prescott gets it early.
Why was he that fucking open? Damn!
Waiting for a flag. There it is. Drake Greenlaw came in.
He put him on his camper, though. You see that?
15 yards.
Fuck you the fuck off feet. Man. That nigga hit the ground face first. Look. Yo, this motherfucker is stupid as hell with that shit. Real shit.
Kind of gets lost a little bit
He
playing next to
fucked
Frank
him
Warner.
up too.
Like you scared, ain't you?
It's just don't need those plays. In a game where both defenses have really controlled the pace, to get a free 15 yards now, both teams have done it. Just put yourself in a bad spot.
Right side has a nice seam.
Damn. Nice move, buddy.
Red Warner came flying in to make the tackle. Yeah, you feel like watching this game, just like every yard is a chore today. These defenses are playing so well. Nico Ryans and the 49ers, number 1 all year long, but the Cowboys obviously 5 in scoring defense. Number 3 to go. And you wonder if you're Dallas, do you think, can you kick with not hearing the strugglers? If you have to. Pressure on Prescott. Incomplete on the throw. I mean, obviously
That was
Dallas
just a
is
little too high
for
for him.
but it's got to be in their heads. Like, can they even attempt to kick right now?
Yeah, and I think the only advantage that it might have, right, trying to be positive here, if you're Kellen Moore and Mike McCarthy, do you just treat this as I have 2 downs, right? Depending on how quick you can get this to 4th short, does it give you a chance to maybe make this 4-down territory? Because right now, the idea of kicking a long field goal, I'm not sure if there's anybody on that Dallas Cowboys sideline that feels good about that.
And Prescott calls timeout. Dallas will use their first as the play clock was winding down. Rihanna returns at the Apple Music Super Bowl 57 halftime show, February 12th on Fox. Look
My
forward
fault,
to
my
that.
good
What
people.
don't
I
look
got a
forward to
little
is you're
chilly in
singing,
here.
you're singing Rihanna in the car on the way back from dinner on Friday night. I don't want to hear that again.
I already told you.
I got a little chilly in
She's
this
saying some of
motherfucker. My
jams
bad,
here.
yo.
You're gonna have to be prepared
Yeah, no.
at halftime to do do a third quarter, second half hit there by yourself. I might be on the field.
So 3rd and 7, and we'll see if they're thinking about what you're talking about here. If they're treating this in 2-down territory. I mean, this is within Maher's range. He's got a huge leg. First 3rd down. Blitz coming. Prescott gets it off the power. Tries to get around. Nice play from Greg Greenlaw. And now it's the second time.
Hey yo, so why I told
They're going for it.
I told assistant earlier.
That little swing
That
screen there.
motherfucking cat needs to stop screaming. That cat needs some, you know what? You know what I mean? Needs some manpower. I told him, let that little dog down there take care of it. And it'll be the world's first cat dog. You know how much money you can get for that? If your cat get pregnant by a dog, that's a cat dog, bro.
Give himself a chance
You
to
always scratching at your door.
reassess what the plan
You
is.
gotta speak up, bro.
You always scratching at your door. What's up with that?
Decision to make. So we'll see
Oh,
what they
listen
do.
to that.
2 minutes
She
ago
be
with this
doing
first
that shit.
down.
She be doing that shit to Tay too. She be at Tay doing it too.
All tied
So
up.
we ain't gonna play that like she just be at my door.
You the only one playing with it.
Nah, yeah, nah. You a nasty. You a nasty motherfucker.
They gonna make me feel like I'm in
You
there
a
by
na-
myself.
You a nasty ass bull. You a nasty ass bull, man. But nah, she be doing that shit. Nah, like she be doing that shit like at Tay door. I be hearing sis yelling at her. She be down there in her fucking ear with it.
Yeah, that shit probably
That shit always annoying, bro.
You're
I be
spending
here
all your
trying to
time
watch the
on a
movie.
quest
All
for
you
a
hear
new
is this
job.
horny ass fucking bitch
But never be impressed with dragons.
at the
You
fucking
can
door,
wait for
dog.
jobs
I just locked her
I
ass
need
in the room.
Indeed, you do. Create a free Indeed account, and you no longer have to choose between job searching
I know you
and
on Amazon. I
socializing.
kick you like the animal.
Indeed has
Nah,
thousands
for
of
sure do that
employers
shit
ready
on
to
purpose,
search
bro.
for you.
Like I go downstairs or Taya be downstairs. When one of us come upstairs, she'll follow us upstairs and literally start screaming the shit at our fucking door.
Experience more with the $100 credit. Hundreds of
Like,
hotels.
bro, like, what the fuck is your problem, dog? I can't fucking help you. What you want me to go find you a male cat?
New customers get
Alright,
Like, no, I'm not doing that.
That's right.
That's
What if I'm
right when the dogs do it.
Same deal. Yeah. It's kind of a thing.
What about you?
It's cool when the dogs do it. But that great
But what
cat,
about
that
for
other
existing
cat pregnant again.
Is he okay? At AT&T, we give everyone our best deals on every
That's
smartphone.
not right.
Get up to
Listen,
$1,000 off on our
that
most popular
motherfucker's cat
smartphone.
pregnant as hell right now.
Intuit TurboTax presents
They in the room in there.
Not Taxes Moment of the Week.
All
In
trading
the
them
49ers'
motherfuckers.
big wild card win, receiver Deebo Samuel snared a pass from quarterback Brock Purdy and followed blocks by George Kittle and Brandon Ayuk on a 74-yard touchdown. A play made possible by thinking about
Yeah, that
football
was last
and
week.
not
That shit was
taxes.
nasty.
Come to TurboTax and
That
don't
was
do
the
your
touchdown that
taxes.
put away the
Meet with
game
an
last
expert who'll do them for you, so you
He
can do
scored that
more
shit, the game was
football.
over after that.
Big decision, Mike McCarthy, with the struggles of Brett Maher. Missed 4 extra points last week. He had one blocked
4
earlier,
for
but
4.
we didn't think it was going to
Cowboys.
anyway. This
Come
is a
on,
field goal
man.
spot normally for him. He's got plenty of leg.
Kick the field goal.
They're going to go.
I'm gonna try to get on all sides. Excuse me.
Blitz. Prescott in trouble. Get to it.
Oh,
Wow.
perfect.
Wow.
Yeah, anytime you bring pressure at straight man, you'll see Fred Warner, the Mike linebacker. He loops on an outside
Yeah,
side.
they left him wide
Everyone else
open.
is
He
in straight
just went
man.
right around him.
Nobody in the middle of the field. That picks
Oh,
it
you ain't
up.
gonna shoot that ball.
Up by Ward inside the 20. That's Pollard has 8 with 1:29 to go. Now Pollard is hurt. It's going to make the Cowboys take a timeout.
You see Jimmy Ward kind of drops. It's very similar to what happened last night.
Oh!
Yeah, he sold it right up in the tree.
Look at his ankle. Look at his ankle. Look at it. Oh! God. That shit.
Ah, yeah, he thought that.
All that fucking weight coming down on your ankle and you twisted like that, bro.
Oh, that's so nice.
And a little tip.
That shit hurt me because I know how that shit feels, dog.
Cookies. Biscuits.
Throw a little nutmeg in there?
Oh, it's my mum's secret recipe.
You can tell me.
It's a secret.
Is it cinnamon?
It's my mum's secret recipe.
Come back and see how easy saving on homeowners and condo insurance can be.
I'll come back for the plate.
Sorry for interrupting your American sports game. Are you one of the millions surprised by Verizon and AT&T raising your rates last year? You have rights. I'm not entirely sure what they are because I'm not a lawyer. I'm just a charming British actor. But I do know this. T-Mobile has price lock guarantee, and that means they won't raise the rates of your talk, text, and data ever. Join T-Mobile and experience price lock guarantee. A guarantee you won't look back. That's a guarantee. Am I saying guarantee too much?
Act now and get 4 new lines for $25 a line.
Come to TurboTax and don't do your taxes. Meet with an expert who will do them for you so you can do not taxes.
Anybody ever seen anything like this? You fall back first. We will catch you.
911 Lone Star premieres this Tuesday on Fox.
When it comes to protecting the
Can you
world's
imagine getting
happiest
stuck on a
creatures,
fucking
We just
ride?
got a 911 on a bear in a hot tub.
Man,
Animal Control.
you know how much money I'm getting?
Animal
I ain't going for it.
February
I
16th.
ain't having that shit. You know how much money I'm getting? As soon as you let me down. Thank you for helping me out. But you know how much money you about to pay me? The fuck is you talking about? This shit's supposed to be straight. Everything's supposed to be straight on this joint.
The key to winning flag
Fuck
football
that.
at the Pro Bowl games is
Sure,
the
got
grip
touch
and
ball.
grip.
every morning they let them joints run with nobody on them before they open up
That's perfect.
to see what's up with them joints.
So
y'all knew something.
Kind of looked like the Mahomes
Y'all knew
injury
something was up.
yesterday.
Y'all
Usain
just
goes
like,
by,
yeah, they ain't gonna
sprays.
kill
Jerry
nobody.
Jones looks on.
You get what I'm saying?
It changes their whole offense. He's such a dynamic playmaker. And we'll get a report on him when we can. 2nd and 2, 1:24 to go in the half. Cowboys had to use the
He said, let's see how scared they really are. Fuck that. Get his ass. Oh, picked off.
Oh, first down. You're like, get
No,
off me.
there ain't no first down. This man said first down. He picked it off, bro.
Oh, shit. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
He said first
That
down.
one? Yeah.
Yo, put the bottle down. Put the bottle down, bro.
Oh, okay. Damn.
Yeah, put the bottle down.
Warner cleaned it up in San Francisco with 1:15 left in the half. Chance to take the lead.
Man, that shit was right
Skinny as shit, bro. He look like a fucking healthy crackhead, didn't he? He look like a crackhead that just won a lottery. He just won a lottery yesterday.
A lot of rock.
Only pay for what you need.
There was a mother and a father who had a son. They didn't have much money.
Getting a
but
little
they were
comfortable
happy.
on this joint ski.
One day, they heard the head of their country was sending soldiers to their town. The young family decided to flee. They were scared. But Mary and Joseph were far away from
What
the
the
atrocious
fuck?
taking place in Bethlehem.
What the fuck is it?
I still have that Firefox Wednesday. Celebrities made it this far, but at least we're
My son. My son walked up and grabbed my penis. I let him grab my penis.
Let's see how much is out here.
Special Forces World's Toughest Test. Only Wednesday on Fox.
Anybody ever seen anything like this?
Mayman on some other shit. Mayman need to get his son took it. Mayman need to get his son took it for real. He need to get his fucking child taken from him because that's nasty as shit. That nigga gonna say, my son walked up and touched my penis. I let him touch my penis. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you, yo? Yeah, your son about to get taken, yo. Real rap. I'm not sorry either. I'm not sorry either. They coming for your son because that video is viral. They coming for you and your son. I just figured I'll let you know that. And I hope they find your nasty ass.
It's cover 2, and his eyes are just on Dak Prescott.
You see the hands right there?
Dak actually throws the ball off of Jimmy Ward's chest, and it bounced into Fred Warner's hands. He's just reading his eyes. He comes in and just poaches from his nickel corner spot, that outbreaking route by CeeDee Lamb, and talk about changing the complexity of this first half.
Yeah, tie game, 1:15 to go. 2 timeouts for the 49ers. Going to run it to Samuel. Good cut. Up to
sir.
It's out across the 35. He's got 8 yards on the run.
You got to imagine Kyle Shanahan's going to try to capitalize.
Hey, yo, the Sixers been on the road. We'll talk about that during halftime.
Go down here and try to steal some points.
Gonna run it again. There's just nowhere to go. They've done a great job on McCaffrey today.
They be trying that better, don't they?
Holston was there on that stop.
So they're a little conservative here. They're not going to use the timeout. It's 3rd and short. Doesn't seem like they're in very much of a hurry here.
They tripping. They got 2 timeouts. Use the fucking timeout. They're letting time run down. They all tripping.
Gold the chance as time expires. He's going to.
He don't care. He just want to let time run out.
Yeah, interesting. So they do pull a timeout, and after wasting all that time, and while they
like, what's wrong with you,
find out what's coming up at half with Kurt Menefee and the
you
guys.
want to go into halftime with the lead.
All right, thanks, Kevin. We were just 3 weeks away from Super Bowl 57 on Fox. Coming up on the Verizon halftime show.
3 weeks away.
Your game. Plus, we'll check in on the highlights of the Bengals beating the Buffalo.
Oh yeah, because the week in between the championship and the Super Bowl is the Pro Bowl.
All right, Kurt, look forward to that. That is
you got the NFC and AFC championship games. And the week after you got the Pro Bowl.
Tackle.
And then the week after that you got the Super Bowl.
Such a great year for him. Meanwhile, Kyle Shanahan, you said it took a long time to take that timeout. He lost about 28 seconds.
That shit was crazy, though.
So it's 3rd and 1 here with Purdy over the middle.
Damn, he still got that joint.
So they're going to go and try and get up to
it don't even matter.
24 seconds, or maybe not. They called their final timeout. Interesting.
Why would you
use this? I guess they don't want to get Dallas another opportunity, but
yo, this motherfucker,
so
this coach is crazy as
last
hell.
6 starts.
Let me tell you this. He was supposed to call a timeout when it was like 40-something, 50-something seconds
Super Bowl
left.
57, NFL's brightest
You get what I'm saying?
Recognized for the best plays and moments from the 2022
Then
season.
run
Tune
2
in
plays.
NFL Honors Thursday.
Try to get in field goal
range.
range. Once you get in field goal range, you can, depending on how far in field goal range you are, like you might be in a red zone, shoot for the touchdown. But if time running out,
no timeout,
keep
24 seconds. You can clearly
go up
if
by
you do
3.
get tackled inbounds, you have enough time to get up and clock it. But it really limits the amount of plays. They still have another 15, 20 yards to get a reasonable attempt here. So right now, you're telling your offensive players, if you catch it, get as many yards as you can, declare yourself down, save every second you can, so you have time to race up and spike the ball.
4-man rush. Pressure coming from Parsons. Purdy gets rid of it, tipped, and it is incomplete. I think Parsons got his hand on that. With 19 seconds left in the half.
Well, you want to see the old Hulk move? Watch this. Watch what Parsons does here to McGlinchey.
Damn.
Looks like Bruce Smith back in the day and just throws McGlinchey on his back with that right hand.
Get the fuck off,
That
you
is
big
impressive.
kid. Getting the
Then he
sack.
finishes the play off by just getting enough of Purdy's arm. He's lucky that ball wasn't hit.
Reggie Wade is looking down and proud of that one. That was his signature. Parsons not nearly as big as Reggie was. So good. Here's Purdy. 17 seconds. Pressure from Parsons again. Gets rid of it.
And he got out of bounds.
Well, if you're Dallas, this is just back-breaking. To give him all this time. Look how far Juwan Jennings comes. He comes all the way from the right side of the field. If you just tackle him in bounds, the half expires. But Purdy has plenty of time. Jennings is able to get out of bounds, and got to imagine San Francisco is going to see if they can just pick up a couple more yards for Robbie Gould.
It's 27 yards. No timeouts, remember. Got to be quick. Purdy on the far sideline, and Jennings is the nearest receiver, but it's out of bounds with 7 seconds to go.
Yeah, right now, San Francisco is just playing a little game with the clock. They want to make sure that this field goal attempt is the last play of the half. If someone pops open, maybe you get lucky and you take a shot. But right now, Purdy's just holding the ball, throw the ball out of bounds, bring on Robbie Gould, and just ensure that that field goal is the final play before you go into the half.
Robbie Gould was good from 53 yards in warm-ups. This is a 51-yarder as it stands right now. 7 seconds left. Gotta go quick. Purdy's got to get rid of it here. 4 seconds left. Throws it out of bounds with 1 second.
Whoa, man, that was young quarterback almost creeping in. Now, just so everyone knows at home, the clock does not stop until the ball hits the ground out of bounds. So not where it crosses the sideline. I don't know what made him come back to the wide side of the field. He started to the left.
This should say, I don't care if Dallas played the KKK. I'm cheering for the Klan.
There's still 1 second on the clock.
Yeah, they'll get a field goal try out of it, and the Cowboys will make Robbie Gould think about it. Why not?
Hey, yo.
You see, he didn't even try to practice one. Well, that was a really weird last drive, but if Gould gets a field goal out of it, they'll take it. If you're Kyle Shanahan, no question. I don't know. You see Robbie Gould going to get full warm up. You know, it's interesting. They'll have a little discussion here. And like you said, Greg, you forget he started 6 games. He's still new to this.
Yeah, you see him kind of roll his eyes. Whatever Shanahan said to him, he just went, "Oh yeah, you're right. You're right." But listen, that's how you learn. You know, you can play in as many college games as you want. You got to remember, he's only had 6 starts in the NFL. I mean, he's a baby in regards to his experience. We forget that because of how well he's played. But so many of these situations that play out are the first time he's ever experienced them.
So here's Gould from 50 yards to end the half. Turpin is back deep to receive in case he's short. Gould puts it up there. Gould, perfect as usual. And the 49ers go into the half with a 9-6 lead. And the first half stats after this kick, boy, Gould so clutch.
It's a crazy ass game, man.
Yep. Yeah, 2 more yards on that one, too. Now we take a look at those stats brought to you by Tubi.
Oh, yeah, those
we saw the defenses split apart in this one. The one game was tough sledding for each team. A couple big throws from Purdy, one on that drive, obviously, the Jennings, but the 2 interceptions for San Francisco. They have made a difference here, and they've got the 3-point lead at the break from Santa Clara. I want to remind you to stay tuned. The Verizon Halftime Show with Kurt and the guys coming right up after this.
Let's take 2 to NASCAR's best. The race you have to see to believe in. Clash at Coliseum, February 5th, only on Fox.
Hey, I'm here to say new FanDuel customers bet $5 get $150.
And I'm training Gronk for the $10 million kick of destiny.
Training montage. Can't you see? I'm doing this thing for all of us.
You got a leg, don't you? Juice it.
FanDuel Kicker Destiny.
Because it wasn't hers in the first when I left it in there, it was full. No, that shit was full. I remember.
Just imagine how much this will mean to the city.
Imagine how much this is going to mean to patients. More healthcare professionals in all specialties, more committed than ever before. Imagine Cooper University Healthcare.
I screwed up. I got us T-Mobile home internet. Now cell phone users have priority over us.
And your marriage survived that? You can almost feel the drag when people walk by with their phones.
Oh, I can't hear you. Your phone won't. Please. You put it on airplane mode when you pass their house.
I was trying to work. We're working it too.
Yeah,
I want to hear you say it out loud.
Well, I could switch it to Xfinity.
Those smiles. That's why I do what I do. That is a paycheck.
The Volkswagen Taos, German engineering everyone can get into. Visit your local Volkswagen dealer to start SUV shopping today.
Injured will always be here for you. Morgan & Morgan, for the people.
Welcome to the Verizon halftime, the network America relies on.
Marquis swing in the final 90 seconds of the first half. Dak Prescott throws the second interception he threw in the half. And that's a field goal, and that's how it matters. Have a 9-16.
They kicked 3 field goals.
Sean Payton with us and Sean. We've seen good Dak and bad Dak in that first half.
Yeah, and look, prior to Tampa's game last week, everyone that watched him and their team beat the Buccaneers, there was a sense of, we're seeing him play well. But in this game, we see the early interception. Now, coming off of play action, I like when we move him off the running game. Touchdown pass, but then here comes the second interception in the red area. It's costing their team points. 13 interceptions in the last 9 games. Damn. I don't like that in a low-scoring game. I don't like not having confidence in the kicker
at all,
and not having a little bit of confidence like you want in the quarterback. It's going to be important for him to flip the script. I don't know if it's going to happen with the kicker.
Yeah, and a lot of talk about San Francisco's defense, and justifiably so, but Dallas' defense has shown up. And they're not getting any help from the offense, certainly not the kicking game here, early pressure. And what they're doing is, it looks to me like they're trying to funnel Purdy out to his left. They know when he runs to his right. Here's an example of him being outside, but he brings him back to the right side. Gets this, but when you're talking about a game that's 9-6, your kicking game is struggling, your quarterback is really struggling. A lot of pressure on this Dallas defense.
Yeah, and you look at Maher, the kicker. He's got the yips in his mind. Now this kick was blocked, but I promise you, he wasn't going to make it even if it had been blocked. It was a low number. So this had to affect Mike McCarthy in his decisions. I'm sure he had extra 2 points late coming into this game, but he could have taken the lead before the half with a kick, but he didn't trust his kicker, so he went back on 4th down. Mike McCarthy has got to rally the troops in that locker room right now. Just like you said, Sean, he's got one of his top running backs down. He's got a kicker that's got the yips, and Prescott's the one interception, so he's got to give confidence to that bunch. They don't have confidence right now. There's doubt.
But they can't be mad. I mean, you're 9-6. You have 2 turnovers. You lost Tony Pollard. Going to be interesting to see how Malik Davis steps in for him. So if I'm the Dallas Cowboys, I'm happy where we are right now on the road.
You can't be that happy. You're down by 3, and you've got a kicker who's missed 6 of his last 7 extra points. But could be happier.
He'll redeem himself this game.
Okay, you got to have faith, right? Before we get to the second half of the game, we'll talk about the AFC title game, which is all set.
Yeah, let's talk about the Sixers, bro. The Sixers been on the fucking roll, bro.
Yeah. The Verizon halftime doing it brought to you by Verizon.
The network
you deserve. The savings.
It was back to back. That was a good game. It was back to back. Yeah, it was a crazy game.
I think if they would have made them 2 shots that they missed,
Free assistance for
they
more
would
energy
have got
efficient homes. Win-win.
points.
Right.
Small business, big savings on new kitchen equipment. Delicious. Long-lasting and so efficient. Love it. Hi, I'm Chloe, your guide to clean energy. Keep that in New Jersey. Gotta go. Learn more at njcleanenergy.com or call 1-866-NJ-SMART.
I know a place. Ain't nobody trying. Ain't nobody worried. Ain't no smiling face.
Well, Staples Center is actually 4 years. We love to be back to Rising halftime. And the AFC title game is all set for the second year in a row. It's going to be the Bengals at the Chiefs. And DeMar Hamlin was at this game in Buffalo. So good to see him. Get attendance for the both Bills playoff game. But this was all.
I was not expecting the game to be like this. I was expecting to be a high-scoring game, then going back and forth. But that did not happen.
Yeah, and then they all went out there for
You know, listen, I'm just concerned about Mahomes, how that ankle is, whether it's high ankle sprain or what. If he can go and be halfway healthy, we know how he can perform from the pocket. But so much greatness happens when he's outside of the pocket. If he's limited and he can't move, it could be hard for them to beat.
Well, the thing is, he's been healthy before, and they've lost 3 times in a row to Cincinnati. So with him being injured, that's going to be tough. You watch this game today. The Bengals took this game personally. Joe Mixon was upset because the NFL sold tickets to the neutral site game in Atlanta. After the game, you know, my man quarterback, he's like, go get your refund. Cincinnati is taking it personally, and this is a team that I thought had the Super Bowl hangover. Apparently not. They look like, in my opinion, the best team in the AFC right now.
And that game will be in Kansas City. We got another half coming your way from Santa Clara as the 49ers are up by 3.
I can't wait to see that
Moves
game.
on to the NFC Championship game. It should be a good second half. Don't you dare go anywhere.
Wawa is bringing brisket back in a big way. Get the slow-cooked perfection on a sandwich, or on top of creamy mac and cheese. Or why not have them both together on a panini? Brisket just got better at Wawa.
What do we live in the world without?
Brisket with macaroni and cheese on bread.
Because oil and gas are part of just about everything you touch.
How the fuck do you think that too?
For the stuff you wear. For the stuff in your hair. And so much more. Our world would be unrecognizable if the products we rely on just disappeared.
I think it was. It might have been. I think that's what she said.
My New Year's resolution is to say yes to everything.
New maple coffee cake flavor? Heck yes.
And cream?
Yes.
Anything else? Oh, no thank you.
Say yes to the new brew. Great morning started Wawa.
When I set out to build our firm, it was built for greatness. It was built for you, Morgan & Morgan.
We'll get you back to the Cowboys and Niners in just a minute, but first your headlines. I'm Jason Martinez, and we are still all fired up about that Eagles blowout win yesterday.
Yes, we are.
I thought it was a great game. They played great. They're awesome.
yeah.
They're going to the Super Bowl.
Come on with the bullshit.
It was great. It was fun. Can't wait for next week. I think what they made a mistake maybe making the game late last night because there was a lot of late night partying.
And really, the AFC Championship is all set up.
As they should. Gotta celebrate
We
that.
don't face in the NFC Championship, but we do know the Chiefs will be hosting the Bengals next weekend at Arrowhead Stadium. Earlier today, Cincinnati beat the Buffalo Bills 27-10. And this is going to be a rematch of last year's AFC Championship.
Kathy, it's looking like a great start to the week.
Here we go with more rain across the Delaware Valley with a wintry mix as you head toward the Poconos. Overnight lows in the 30s and 40s with the exception of the Poconos. And during the day tomorrow, more showers in the morning, staying cloudy. And then during the afternoon, making it to 41 degrees, which is seasonable for this time of year. So far, looking good for Sunday and the birds.
All right, and we'll see you right back here tonight after the premiere of Accused with all the day's news. And don't forget, Good Day starts tomorrow morning at 4 a.m.
Hi, I'm Mike. Hello, I'm Alex. Here we are. The cat's meow.
It is.
Oh, goodness, no.
Sometimes Cray is just fun. Oh my God. Nice jump when I saw Mom.
Okay, this is pretty fast.
I'll be having fun out there. You said what? I said Jeffy out there having fun.
Making a moment, that's for sure.
The NFL is sponsored by Intuit TurboTax. Come to TurboTax and don't do your taxes. Meet with an expert who'll do them for you, so you can watch more football.
Tired of this shit. So I'm getting tired of this shit. I'm getting tired too. What you got on, nigga?
Today's game club brought to you
Wonder
by
why
the
he
West
died,
Indies.
y'all.
Good old-fashioned defensive battle here today. 9-6 49ers at the half. Dallas gets the ball to start the second half. He's Greg on Kevin, and it's interesting. You know, we knew like, both these defenses were really good, but for Dallas now with Tony Pollard, how are they going to find explosive plays in their offense? They haven't had any.
Yeah, it's got to come through the passing game. They've got to find a way to somehow free up CeeDee Lamb. San Francisco defensively have done a great job limiting him to 4 catches, but only 23 yards. Dak Prescott's going to have to win this game. And I know the first half, he threw the 2 picks. They were tough, took him out of, an opportunity to kick a field goal there late, but he's going to have to make his legacy. We talked about that by bringing his team, carrying them this entire second half, putting them on his back, and winning this game through the air. Him and CeeDee Lamb got to make it in both.
Yeah, we'll see what happens. A 9-6 game at the half. We get set for the third quarter. More on the Cowboys as we go downstairs to Tom.
Well, Kev, we begin with an injury update. Tony Pollard, as we saw, carted off. He will not return to this game. A high ankle sprain. We saw him leaving in an air cast. Asking Mike McCarthy coming out to the field, he just said the rest of the offense is going to have to make up for that huge absence to try to make an adjustment. Now, when it comes to the kicking game, McCarthy didn't mince any words. He simply said, listen, he's got to do better, referring to Money Maher, but he would not commit to whether they would continue to use him or go for a 2-point conversion. Defensively, he said we have to continue to do what we can to put pressure on Purdy. His message coming out here to begin, finish this game. You're in the right position. We have the opportunity. We'll see if they're able to do it. So much intrigue on this sideline, guys.
Yeah, and I'll say this, if this game is played like this the rest of the way, that's close and it's a field goal game, you got Maher coming off the drought from last week, had 1 block, which probably would have missed, against Robbie Gould, who is 28 for 28 his postseason career. So that obviously in favor of San Francisco. Both these teams, the top 2 second-half teams in the league. And so here we go. The winner goes on to the championship game next week. Dallas gets the ball in this second half. And Turpin anxious to return it, but is able to take a knee. As we go downstairs to Aaron.
Well, remember, Kev, when we had a chance to speak with 49ers defensive coordinator DeMeco Ryans this week, he said for Dallas, their biggest key to the game was stopping Tony Pollard. So when I talked to Kyle Shanahan going into the half, I said, if Pollard is